The following is a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, how sweet it is to be in the Sweet 16, because we're back. We're back for the Sweet 16 coverage. We're kicking it off right. The Champion Road region, the region full of chalk. The region full of chalk. It's been pretty much a clean slate, the entire region. We got two great competitors tonight. Charles Sandfer, Clay. Sandfer, 4 out of 5 regular seasons wins in a row. Clay, 7 out of 8. Something's got to give. It's about to get real. For Charles Sandfer and Clay, they know what's at stake as we fade into their beautiful logos. Thanks to Cody Lamas for the Idol graphics. And short, shout out to Not Short, of course, for our Sweet 16 opener. Appreciate that, boys and girls. Here we go. Into the schedule we go. This is it. 2 games tonight. We started off with the Champion Road region. Charles Sandfer versus Clay. The Sandman versus the Lone Wolf. It does not get better than that. And then I'll pass the baton over to G at 10 o'clock for our first MRE UNO After Dark game of the round of 16. Eli versus Retro. Retro coming off that 4-3 on Lara. Eli looking to continue the momentum after 2 straight 4-1s. And did I remind you that both guys of Sandfer and Clay, they got a 4-0? Something's got to give there too. Let's quickly just briefly touch on that pod bracket as we fade over. There it is. Tomorrow night, we will see Diego Yepes and Jesse Turner with the upset win. Even though it wasn't a seed upset, an upset win after the beatdown of Ard. Everything was not great on that one. And for Charles Sandfer and Clay, it's coming up next. It's about to get real. It's about to get live. It's about to get lit. Here we go into the scene. There's our competitors, Sandfer and Clay. Joining me in the booth, as always, will be Yoshi Awesome for ref duties, Short as a colorful commentary, and of course the scoreboard operator. And there's our competitors, Sandfer and Clay, as we get into it. Let's begin quickly here. Let's start with Yoshi. Yoshi, first off, this is the Sweet 16. You have experience. I believe you've went to an Elite 8. You've been to multiple Sweet 16s, 1 or 2. This is it. This is where the round gets real. 9, best of 9, but more importantly, 2 power plays. You know it's the Sweet 16 when you talk about the best of 9 and the 2 power play format. What do you got to do to lock in tonight? These guys have won, 11 out of, I believe, 13 games now. And combined, 11 out of 13 in the regular season. Something's got to give. It's one of those matchups that a lot of people think it's going to be an El Clasico, as Eli likes to say. Give me your thoughts on this one.
Oh, man, yeah. So, I know, like, the comment on the Sweet 16, it is definitely something to think about, but I think this is a different kind of Sweet 16 because here it's the third round. I've only been to the third round Elite. I've only been to the third round once, and it didn't go well for me. I guess it was just kind of a learning experience there. But that was also probably my first best of 9 I've ever done.
Oh, please go on about how that one went.
No, that's not why I'm here. So fair enough, but I think it's a dynamic that Sandfer definitely has comfortability with. I think Clay only really got that experience in the final tournament of the first season, which does help in comparison to not having experience at all, but still gotta have some adjustments there. I do think they're both gonna play very, very composed though. I think, like, of course we have this new kind of setup of how the series is gonna go, but it's only just a little bit different and these two are just I think they're gonna still put on a show, do everything they need to do. 2 power play is going to be interesting to see how they both use it. I think that could be a determinant of 1, 2, 3 games, depending on how it goes. We'll see how they use it here. They could use it to finish a run, but they could also use it for defense, and I think those are you don't see as often, but sometimes they could work out really well. I mean, we saw it with Ard. We could see it here. Anything could happen. I don't know who's going to win. I don't even have a prediction. I'm just excited.
There's no need for prediction, buddy. It's going to be an intense battle. These two know each other in terms of personalities. Now they're going to go and compete against one another.
Okay,
KT is muted.
Yeah, I guess so.
if he intends to.
Here we go, boys. Sorry about that. To make sure the desktop audio wasn't blowing people's eardrums out. I know that's a problem. This is a
Okay.
interesting one, though. As you said, Yoshi, there's no need for a prediction, buddy. Just want to make sure desktop audio was good. It's going to be an interesting one because both these guys know each other really well in terms of personality short. Clay is the lone wolf. People know him as the hunter-gatherer of this league. Charles Sandfer, he can build sandcastles all day on the beach, but don't let that fool you. When he needs to put the umbrella up, he'll put it up. When he needs to put the umbrella down and go home and pack it away, he'll pack it away. Give me your thoughts on this. Charles Sandfer, the poker expert, we talk about him playing games. What's your expectations tonight for Sandfer and Clay as both look to make a big statement here and probably one of the best games of this entire region and tournament?
Yeah, these two have been dominant so far in their first two series. Something has got to give. That this region as well in Champion Road, and it's been all chalk apart from a 9/8 upset. It's been if you like the higher seeds winning, that's the best region for you, and it also sets up great matchups in this round and rounds in the future, looking towards the Elite Eight as well. But yeah, I along with Yoshi don't have a prediction, and I am just excited to see what'll happen between these two heavyweights.
That's it. These are two heavyweight battles for Clay. He just missed out in Super League. That burning taste is in his mouth for Sandfer. Disaster of Super League. He wants to prove right here and then that was just a one-off. Let's go to Sandfer, though, who will get the home court start game one. We're going to go to his pregame thoughts. Sandfer, welcome back, man. Welcome back to the Sweet 16. This is your comfort zone. You're a regular season player. We talked about your back-to-back finales in T3 and 4, just falling short to Varigold, and then, of course, playing a little poker to Ypez. Now you come in here, new mindset. You just got a sweep in the second round. The first round, you did a gentleman's sweep, so back-to-back sweeps of variety. Have yet to have a close one. Are you expecting a close bout tonight? And what's in store for this match? You know what Clay's about, especially personality-wise, too.
Yeah, I know what he's about. It should be an interesting one. I guess one way you could look at it. No reverse sweeps yet.
Yeah, there has been
Knock
no
on wood.
But is that it, man? Or we're going to go to Clay? You got any extra thoughts? Are we good?
Yeah, no, you're good.
I just wanted to make sure. Usually sometimes you can
Well,
give
keep
me
it short and sweet at least a little bit. We got best of 9. It's going to be a lot.
staying locked. All right, let's go to Clay. Clay, obviously, I can't see your camera, but you got the suit and tie for the fans at home. You guys can't see it, but he's got that going. That's been your shtick. Now you play Sam for a lot of respect. What are you looking for tonight?
I'm just looking forward to a good series of games, honestly, because we both definitely deserve to be here. And honestly, whoever wins, we know what the real end goal here is, and that's making sure Ypez doesn't get to the end.
Ooh, heat check from Clay. It's going to be interesting. Ypez is watching. You know he will be. But right now we're going to be watching Yoshi. I'll take game one call, and as always, Yoshi gets the table call for the Sandman. Let's get it right.
Charles Sandfer, you got the call for game 1 in a best of 9 to power plays. How many?
Well, we got to make sure that we budget this out a little bit. Let's go for best of 11. Or 11, I mean, not best of.
No, I get
Either
what
way,
you
you know
mean.
what I meant.
All right, going with the little Kevin 11 special to start it off. We'll see how that works for the Sandman. As both players join up, Charles Sandfer, he's been here, he's done that, he knows what the Sweet 16 pressure is like, is going to start this off, of course, for Charles Sandfer.
Well,
Sandman.
I'll let you get your plug in.
That's going to be www.drinkmineralenergy.com for your Blueberry Blast of 4 for $12.99. Can actually do a slow plug for once because it was the first card of the deck.
Right?
It's very rare. Thank you, bot. In a world full of +2s, the bot gives us some zero sugar. All right, I like it. Here comes Charles Sandfer.
Also, I was willingly going to let you get plugged in first before.
Yeah. What flavor you got tonight?
That's respect.
So I had soda still from dinner, so we'll be at least game 2 before we go and get the
All right,
stuff.
get
Don't
the
want to
good
mix
stuff.
it too close together.
I got you. Look, we got a best now. We got to lock in. It's a long night. Right, long night of playing. And for the fans at home, this has continued to be a trend in this league, right? Those ammo starts kind of joking a little bit. We kind of joked that the red +2 is the most
tournament.
At least this tournament, it's been a running joke. And also for the fans at home, real quick, just because we're on best of 9s, we switch over to Yellow 8. We are still on regular card start regulator. Modified does not begin till, I believe, the final 4. So we'll have to worry about that yet.
Yeah, best of 11.
Right. So here we go. We're all locked in. We got all the promotionals out. Here we go. Let's get to the action. Starting it off, a little switch from Clay. We talk about these players, Yoshi, about pace management. You're going to see that on tonight. You're going to see it tonight. It's going to be on display. There's going to be absolutely no doubt both players will use pace management at key moments. There's not going to be a moment of rushing into this one for sure.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to keep that in mind, especially when they have when they want to try and hide a good hand.
Sure, these players have never played before, in terms of each other. There might be a little feel-out process. Who do you give the edge in terms of feel-out process from those first 2 series you've seen and data you've seen?
I think just like the overall series, I don't really know who it could go either way. And really, like, we've seen dominance from these two, and
Oh, wow. Well,
Okay.
dang. If only I had this.
Oh, heat check already. Charles Sandfer
double
Clay.
ditto,
Yeah, they're
double
crossing
ditto switch. That's insane.
crossing over to the whoop section. Does Clay have something back, or
Wow.
just going to play it cool? Never know. The only way he would have it back would be a wild card. Knowing Clay, why would he waste it early? Sandfer can roll with the green, though. Same with Clay. This is starting to get intense already, even on an 11-card start. You start pulling heat checks with crossovers, it's going to get real Yoshi fast for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it already is. They're playing pretty well. Clay even answering after the double switch back into green.
Charles Sandfer's known to time a run pretty well and time a switch. Let's see if that's time switch right here. Checks the table. One of the best at checking tables, so you don't have a sneak attack. Down up to 3 now, 5 to 6. Clay now looking to tie the game back up. Clay taking his time, realizing the situation at that table check. See if he can disguise something right here. Still missing that cherry red. Here's Clay with the reverse, looking for a double play to get the lead. Sandfer now, a little bit on the back foot, but Charles Sandfer, Yoshi, is one of the best at not buying into Clay's advice, right? He's not buying into that double play. He's good at testing. He knows the limit.
Yep.
He's going to draw here, though. See if Clay draws. Back to yellow. Ooh, he's got him. He's got him in a suffocation. See if Sandfer came prepared at the party, though. Good table check from the Sandman right there. Always got to check it on a timely fashion. Just 3 minutes into this match so far, Clay has had the upper hand with the one reverse, but Sandfer, you never know. He could always strike back fast. Sandfer taking his time. This is part of the process. Take your time. See it out. Obviously, with no red, it's a risk. Here he comes loading up. Does he got some extra bullets in that gun? He goes for a reverse, looking for the double. He's got the double. Matches Clay with the double on green. Does Clay gut the toes here? No, he draws. Was maybe looking for an ice. Here comes Sandfer back. Or is he going to be content to draw back? He's content to run at yellow. Can Clay do anything right here? Sandfer now has the advantage. Just like that, he can flip on a dime. Clay looking to anticipate something right here, typing up. Did he get something good off the draw? Typing up a storm here. Let's see if he's got something. Just switches to blue. I like it. I like that a lot because think about it, we're still suffocating the red. Let's see if Sandfer came to the party, though. Did he come prepared? Did he get some extra ice for this best of 9 party tonight? Let's find out.
Yeah, it was better than... Oh my goodness.
He's got the +4. He's got Uno.
Oh, okay.
There's the red. I like it. I like the ammo control. Even though it's not to win the game, he's got him in check. Sometimes, Yoshi, in a game 1, you don't want to show that look too early. I know Sandfer like the back of my hand. He's not going to show you a finishing run if he doesn't have it in game 1. He's going to try to play it cool. He's one of the best at experimenting.
Yeah, I think it's a good response from Clay, though.
Green, I don't know. It's going to work here. That's a bold call from Clay. I'm not even going to lie. That color hadn't been used in a minute. I thought Clay would have maybe took a chance on the blue, but good work from Clay there. Now see if he can run it. He's going to run it. Here comes Sandfer. Does he get back in the check? It might be here on the type. Let's see. Just checks the table. Now he's just going to draw. Clay can run these greens. Now it's advantage Clay. If Sandfer draws here, does he get something off the check? Off the top. Let's find out. Nope. Clay can still run these greens. Got to say, Yoshi, that was a good move by Clay, but he's going to run back. I had a feeling. Could run it back.
Yeah, I think that was probably all Clay could do. I mean, if Sandfer had a wild, then the game would have been over, and still would have been a good play from Clay either way. So given that he has a shot to get this win now, still, this is gonna help for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those situations right now where both players are just finding out the groove of a draw city. They know what a draw city is like in the round of 64 short. They know what a draw city is. We go over to red now as they blinks. A draw city in the Sweet 16 means more, buddy. We always talk about the road to get here. 8 wins is nothing. To get the trophy in your hand at the end of March, you got to win 23 more games. It's a long road. It's a long journey.
Yeah, winning first 2 series doesn't mean you're closer, but you're still a long ways away with the series getting longer and longer as we go in the last 3 rounds here in March Madness.
Yep, last 3 rounds to get to the finale.
KT?
Yes, sir, I'm ready. What's the plug from Sandfer? What we got? Zero sugar. Thank you, Sandfer. It's www.drinkmyreggie.com. I barely can get it in because Clay says not so fast for your for $12.99 in cherry. All right. Let's see what Sanford's got in store. Had a little fun there. Of course, timely table check. I don't expect the refs to do any work on the table tonight. The players will take care of that themselves. Sanford's one of the best at closing it off. Switching over to blue now. This is where I think Clay needed at the end of the run. I feel like he tried to hesitate off the blue. Wonder if it was a save tactic. I was questioning why he didn't go back to blue. You wonder why it could be here. But does Sandfer come prepared to the party? Maybe with a little +2 action. Just plays it cool. It's been rare on the +2 so far, and the Wilds and +4s have still 1 apiece. Pretty light right now. See if Clay can run it right here, though. Obviously, for the fans at home, 2 power plays. Gotta expect neither of these guys are going to use one. It's early. It's game 1. There's a Wild now. This is big. This is a big moment for Sandfer now. He has to think and stop. Right, think and stop on this one short. You got to think and stop. Okay. He's got me thinking, I got to stop here and take a moment. It's not stop and think. It's think for a second, then stop. Don't rush into this. Make the right play. Make the right read.
Absolutely.
There you go.
There it is.
Here's a run.
That's ammo control. Capital A, capital C. Charles Sandfer, one of the best at it. Looking for the quad. He gets it to Uno. That's shit.
On the 4-bag.
He sniffed that one out for sure. He was sniffing some of that cherry, I think, earlier with the plug, because he did a great job going into that blue, now putting Clay in check. Clay's got to think about this one. So time of the game is, sorry about that, my thing is lagging there. We'll fix that, no worries. But this is a time of the game now where Clay has to think and stop, right? What do I got to do here? What do I got to switch up the eye candy? So far, both have been evenly matched. The bot has played fair. He just draws. Is that Sandfer for 1-0? The Sandman looking.
It was well fought.
Well fought. The Sandman gets another Wild. Ooh. Sandman, ammo control. That's all I've got to say. Great work. I'm going to ask you, though, one little thing I did notice about it. Was I spot on saying you didn't want to see that +4 look to finish the game? You don't want to let your opponent see that? What was the theory behind the +4 to red 9? Get that first check in the game, put some pressure on the opponent? Tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, without saying too much, just kind of an early gamble, see what would happen. Didn't want to necessarily be overly passive.
I got you. Instead of going for those medium tires, you went for the hards. I got you. No problem. Let's go to Clay. Clay, interesting series so far. You had a great job kind of taking advantage early in the first 7 cards of the game with the green versus the 1. Did a great job, in my opinion. I thought it was a mistake going to the green Wild because it hadn't been played in a minute. Did a good job sniffing it. I thought he would have went to blue. You went back to blue, but then once you went back to that yellow Wild, you got to expect Charles Sandfer. He's always saving something up. Was just the case he got burned on that last Wild?
Yeah, there was nothing I could have done there.
All right, that's fair enough. I think that's pretty much what we saw. Short. Let's go to short now. So far, it seemed like Sandfer had the upper edge towards the later part of that game. Early in the game, Clay seemed to dominate a little bit with that green reverse, put him in check. But Sanford's one of the best at understanding and adapting to the series as it goes along. We didn't get over that 10 minutes, but we're dang close. Thoughts on this one, and thoughts on Sandfer and Clay dynamic of when we get to a series over 10 minutes, or a game, excuse me.
You said it. Ammo control, capital A, capital C was the was how Sandfer was able to shift the tides his direction late in that game and take the 1-0 advantage. Still a long way to go. It's a best of 9. Stanford's got to win 4 more. Clay's got to win 5 more. And this is game 1 can not usually representative of what an entire series can turn out to be. So definitely ready for game 2. Hoping seeing what Clay will do to respond.
Let's go quickly to Yoshi. Yoshi, now, normally I would say, all right, Sanford won, or someone won a high card start. They're going to stick in their wheel. Sanford's not one of those characters, man. One of the best in card start variety. You know he's got the 6-bag special. He's got a lot of tricks in the bag. Do you think he sticks with the higher cards here, in your opinion, and rolls with it? Or does he start to move a little bit more towards that middle tier package and save the low stuff towards the end? What's your thoughts on just Sanford that game, too? Very well ammo controlled, AC, for sure.
Yeah, good stuff from Sandfer. I mean, Clay fought as well as he could have, so I can't blame him either. Going into game 2, I could see Sandfer doing either. I don't think I feel like he knows what he's doing enough that whatever he does, it's probably not a bad idea. I think he could keep it centralized. He could go low, even go high, but I think ideally for Sandfer, maybe try something. Maybe he could either try something low and kind of test Clay down there, or keep it centralized to have a more safe play and see what Clay does after. Because you have a lot more games to work with if you have a lot more games to work with. I mean, assuming this series goes long, which it probably will. You have a lot more games to work with if you decide to keep it on the same boat of 11 and like go 12 or 10, and then you want to switch it up later. I think either way, I think that's the way to go. I can't really say which one's a better idea, but I think keep it centralized. If I were in this position, I would probably just keep it centralized.
Is Yoshi trying to say recommend going 10 or 11 when I just won on 11?
Well, you know what?
10 or 12. 10 or 12.
You can't use 11 again, but I think it's a perfect foreshadow to ask Yoshi Charles Sanford's favorite question: how many cards? And we'll give short game 2 call. Yoshi, take it away. And short, get the game 2 call him in.
I meant 10 or 12, but okay. Sandfer, you have the call for game 2. Just can't be 11. So how many?
It's a 1-up this time. 12.
All right.
I've seen this
I'll
one.
be right back, though.
Okay, take your time. We'll give short a second. To the fans at home, it's a little bit different, as we will shift over quickly to the pod. If you're coming in late, just joining us a little bit late, there's the pod. Jesse Turn, Yustri Yepes, the world champ. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Coverage begins 6:45 with yours truly on the stream. As we go back to the scene. If you have been watching this tape in Super League, you would have noticed that we had a 3-3-1-1-1 format. Well, we're back to the regular season style of 2-2, 2-2, 1. Right, and the reason why we do that is in Super League, we want to favor the home team. You got a really a long path to get there, right? And to give you 3 home games in a best of 9, I believe will be the quarterfinals this year, and I believe the final 4. We do that for just the sake of you earn that spot. We want to give you that extra home game. Back in the regular season, though, there's no such thing as gimmies. This is the first tournament, and it's been chaos. So that 2-2-2-1-1 is important. Real quick, I'm gonna throw this one to Eli because he's been kind of quiet. Eli, how does that change your mindset when you get 2 home games in a best of 9 to start compared to the 3 that you'll see later in the season?
Yeah, that the 2-2-2-2-1 alternating sequence for the regular season, it's kind of like more balanced. I think you're right. When it comes to like Super League, when it's like 3 and 3, favoring that home side a lot more versus in like the regular season, you have like even chance. Home court is not really a big advantage. It's still an advantage, but it's like just a little bit less compared to like Super League. So I think that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I apologize for the call up. That's what happens when you make new channels. It just happens like that. We apologize. But anyway,
we didn't have false call. We went the entire first game with false call.
I didn't even see it, man. I'm too in the zone. This is when you're gonna get the best commentary.
UUL.
Yeah, for real, right?
Both these guys pretty good at not missing Uno calls. So I think we were fine. Anyways, I'll take it over as Sandfer starts it up, waiting for Clay, and he joins up.
Wait,
And
isn't the
I will
call up
climb
penalty 3?
Yeah.
I think
call
it is
pen-
3
oh,
now.
shit.
I don't know when that changed, but
Yeah. I'll
We're chilling. We chilling.
Yeah.
And Sandfer will set his own rule set, and we are ready for game number
Oh my
2.
goodness.
And
there
we
it is.
start with a wide open green plus 2.
You had to bring it up, huh? You just had to bring it up.
That's on me. I walked into that one. I'm going to give the call short while I fix all these rules.
Sure. All right. So, what does Sandfer do with this open door? He loads up, ready to rock and roll in game number
Then
2,
rethinks.
leading 1-0.
I got a KT.
All right, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Just wanted to make sure we took care of that. Apologize. Like I said, when we make new channels, we just sometimes it slips our mind. We do a lot of stuff. We had pressers.
And Sandfer will close the door with a green 8. So he either he
We
doesn't
thought
have it
and
or
still
he's
went with the same
saving.
card.
All good, short. Thank you for taking it from here, buddy. I'll take it back. Yeah, we apologize. Like I said, we now have the rules fixed. No, I wanted to really mention quickly. I know we talked about pressers real quick. Sanford's been an absolute magnitude of pressers. What's he been, like 3 or 4? He knows the system. And one thing I did know from one of his answers, though, is he knows the rookies are out there. There's a lot of different players out there in the mix. The crazy part, Yoshi, we're talking about Charles Sandford, the veteran. He's played over 100-plus career games. Shout out to Sandford. I don't think we did that the last.
We forgot to mention it in the last one. We were going to.
But the crazy part, he's played 100-plus career games, and he didn't even play March last year. But that's the crazy. He's a March. Think about half the field, more than half the field is a March rookie. There's only a couple old guys left from March. It's been a crazy tournament, and you got to think as we go 10-10 here, as he draws a little bit interestingly early, you wonder, does Charles Sandford, even though he's been experienced, as Clay tries to go for the jailbreak right there into yellow too, do you think he has a little bit of in the back of his mind, you know what, I've never been here in this situation this month alone, and he's got a chip on his shoulder?
Yeah, it's definitely something he's got up his sleeve. I think he could use it to his advantage. Well, once Clay adapts to it, though, it could bring for an interesting set of games as moving forward. It's still I like the way Stanford plays, though. If it works, it works.
If it works, it works, says Yoshi. We're just missing the blue for Pandora's. For Clay, he hasn't been here in March, but he also wasn't here for the spring standoff. He came in the summer. We'll get to him once we get to Tournament 3, once he makes the full...
realistically, I wasn't there for the spring standoff too much either.
No, you weren't there either, but you were at least have a little experience.
I was, but I wasn't.
You had the best experience, though. That man, Dark, he different. Clay draws early. All right, on that red. This is an interesting scenario right now, Yoshi. Draw cities, in a way. They're faking draw cities. We saw the green and now the red from Clay. Green from Sanford. The Christmas is not working. It just passed a couple months ago.
I think I'll give Clay what he was wanting before.
Sanford with a little heat check? Okay. Sure, a little heat check from the Sandman.
In-game heat check.
Heat check from the Sandman. I would be proud of that. Maybe.
Maybe.
L0 from Clay.
Is everything great?
Everything's going well.
Everything's great.
You gotta say it, though.
What? Oh, I wasn't.
You gotta. Yeah. Well, we said Ard would be proud of that heat check. I think you gotta say it. You gotta say it.
No, let's. That's Ard's line for now. Not even his line. Not even his line. Who knows? He's going to be unhinged.
It's a line that he uses.
He's going to be unhinged T2. I don't think he's going to be playing games. But anyway, back to the program at hand. We go into a little multiple efficiency, 3-9 from Sandfer as he draws right here. Clay now had a little momentum early. We did see a little bit of fake out maybe with the red. Maybe he's saving some. We'll see if he can run these yellows. Early in the series so far, interesting play. There's a blue switch. That opens up Pandora's. Pandora's now open. Sandfer quickly, aggressively typing on the table check. Knew it was coming. Obviously, like I said, for the fans at home, don't expect any table checks from anyone tonight. It's going to be on the players as we get later into the rounds. Clay goes quickly into an aggressive green 3 switch. Now, Sanford's rolling the green. This is a test. This is a big test, Yoshi. Can Sanford pass with flying colors? Let's find out.
You never know. I think Sandfer likes to draw even if he has the color. So it's hard to guess at. I could see him drawing again. I could see him playing, but we'll see. He could pass it though. I could see it.
Right now, he's thinking and stopping right here. Think for a second, then stop. Think, stop. In that rhythm, Sanford. Let's see what he delivers right here short. He's been in the rhythm all night. Sanford loading up. He goes for a double play, similar to how Clay did it earlier in game one. We saw that look. Green reverse into a green one. Sanford does the same thing, just with 3 up this time from the 1 into the 4. Here comes Clay looking back now. He switched over to the green. You would think he would have some. No! Ooh, that's interesting. Tried his own test there. Didn't pass it. Sanford's going to be content to draw back. Game of cat and mouse for sure. A little patience game coming in now. This is what's important about these two players. Is Sanford gets a little bit of a blink, possibly. Maybe a little blink chance. He goes for a wink right now, but you never know with Sanford with number efficiency. Clay cannot continue that trend as the bot takes a little second to load. Let's see if Sanford does it right here. Nope, he's just going to continue to draw back. No executed blank, just wink. Slight wink now as they both go back into draw city. Population does. Looking at the Fiesta pretty soon if they keep continuing with the draw. Sanford, right now I'm thinking 6 minutes in. Yoshi, I'm thinking in about a minute or two. Strategic table check is coming. I got a feeling.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
I'm
want it,
surprised.
sure. Why not?
I had a feeling it's coming. Oh boy. Well, walked into that one. Not going to say the score, but all right, Sanford now looking to get the 5 right here, though. Let's see if he's got. Nope, straws back. Starts with the OG 7. Clay at 9, looking for 10. He gets down to 8. Let's see if Sanford can do anything right here. Sanford says, wow, what we got? Oh, well, that, okay.
Oh my god.
Monkey combo on the
now
click
you
green.
see why I said it.
Monkey combo on the click green. What a combo.
I had a feeling that's what you were implying, but I didn't think that was gonna happen because the green that means you would have had to have like who played that means you would have had both green 9s.
No, that
And both off the draw.
we're walking.
Oh my
we're walking
God.
into the woods right here. That's where we're going. Clay is the lone wolf. We're walking into his woods right now. Let's see if Sanford can take us out of those woods. Maybe catch a helicopter somewhere. Send out an SOS. Let's see how that goes. Well, right now, neither player has been sending out search short. Very composed. This is the best Uno we're supposed to be getting as we get later onto the rounds. This is what we expect in the Sweet 16 for sure.
And that's what we expect in Champion Road, being the best region. Best players are made it this far. At least the best players by accolades and seed, but like they deserve to be called that. They both have done amazing so far, and they're only going to keep going that far.
Absolutely. World champion Yepes. Charles Sanford, Super League competitor, 2 finals. Jesse Turner, 3 Elite Eights. And for Clay, he just missed out in Super League, made a finale last year. This is the most accoladed region. It's the most well-rounded region. As Sanford looks for double, is it a classic? No, it's not. It's a triple play. Ooh, looking for the quad. Sanford, looking for the quit. Does he have a 6-bagger in store? He does, artificially. Huge. Wow, Yoshi, a little bit different look. We talked about ammo control, capital A and C. Sanford pulls the plug a little bit here, sends Clay back pack with 6 extra freshies.
I can see why he did that. I mean, we've already seen what draws he's been getting, and yeah, they've been pretty good. We'll see how Clay can respond. Still got a lot of cards in the deck, so good table check.
Fair enough.
I think Clay at this point has the wide open table, as I like to call it. Board's wide open, short, 16 cards. You got to expect something's coming here, no doubt.
Yeah, there's no way he lets this slide.
Well, he might not. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Here we go. Clay responding.
Clay, good job responding for sure.
And it's only starting. The job is not done yet.
No, it's a job not finished.
No, it's not.
Job never
He's
finished.
taking his time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
This is a little bit of what we were expecting a little bit in this series, a little bit of back and forth on color control. Now a little back and forth on, you give me some ammo, I'm firing back. How about 6 of your own, says Clay. Now Sandfer back to 8, but you got to expect with 6 freshies short, he'll execute something here. Maybe try to go back to blue. Nope.
Square it up.
Square it up, he says. All right. That's one of the things with Charles Sandfer. He's one of the few players now, especially as this league continues to get more serious. He's one of the few players that will do some nice banter. A lot of the other guys here probably ain't going to get that. Comes Clay
Make
out.
it fun.
Yeah, but of course. Can't always be serious. I understand. Comes Clay, taking his time now. He's probably thinking, you know what? I've gathered a lot of sticks for my posse here of wolves. Goes for the double. Looks for a triple now. Double reverse combo. Looking for the triple. He goes into the skip now. Looking for the quad. He gets in there. Double blue skip. Looking for the quint.
Skips. Okay.
Clay for the quint. He gets it. Nice work. Sandfer right here thinking table check. Yep, 100%. Let's call that. Sniff that one out.
Pulled almost even. Great work.
Ditto?
Oh, ditto.
Well, ditto, Clay.
Almost
Didn't even
even.
notice it.
Not so fast, says Clay. I've had enough of your ditto. We're going to green. Short-lived ditto. Short-lived ditto. Sandfer responds, though. Yes, sure. Go for it. Oh, my bad. I thought you had something to say short. All good.
I did.
Now, here to go. Both players into the green. A little bit of a higher number play right here from Clay. Let's see if Sandfer goes back to low. He's one of those guys that can go back low. Clay has done a great job so far weathering the storm. Sandfer on our table check. It starts to get intense, Yoshi. Things are running down. Into that blue wild like he did at Uno almost. We may be potentially looking for Uno when he got down at 2.
Oh yeah.
Great work. Great work
And
by
we've got-
Sandfer.
Yay.
We've
Get ready for
crossed
the
it.
plug.
We have crossed to 10+ minutes, and now we're starting to feel the skill exude from both these guys.
Well, we were going to go for the plug, but thank you, Short, for that interlude.
I mean, if you want, you can just go for it again.
Perfect, thank you. That's www.drinkmoregi.com and get your 4 for $12.99 Black Cherry. Thank you, Sandfer. Here comes Clado looking for that red reverse, looking to go to a double. He goes into triple potentially with the green reverse now. He gets to the triple with the green too. Good close. Sandfer, though, you know he's going to have something back in the locker. He's going to have something back in the locker.
Thank you, Clay.
That's it. Sandfer, ammo, control, lights the candle. Wow. Wow. Clay, I'm going to start with you. I started with Sandfer earlier. This case, I think the 16-2 wouldn't have really mattered, though, because if that's all you really had with the +2s, I think you did everything right. You gave him the +2s, and you had to try something. Is there anything you could have done a little bit? Once again, it seemed like you controlled that series early in the series, the first couple, 4 or 5 minutes, and then once Sandfer got past mid 7-8, it just started to turn to his favor. What do you got to do for those endurance matches once you get around the 7-8 minute mark? Tell me a little bit.
Well, do a table check.
Okay. That's simple. I like it. Sandfer, once again, ammo control. Right, there's no way you would consider going to 2 without a little plan. Was that a little poker bluff saying, you know what, I'm going to go for the 2, show a different look, not finish the game? And did you get some freshies off that +6? Was it the +4 off the +6, or were you saving that from the start? You can lie to me. I don't care.
So, I will answer half the question.
All right.
The wild and the +4 both came off the +6.
Okay, that's fair.
You want to know what's really funny? I drew a wild +4 and a wild yellow +2 from the final cards he played.
Nah, always like that. It's the old element of gotcha in a way when you lost. That's how cool the bot can be, man. But let's go to Short real quick. Short, once again, it seems like the same story, second verse. Great job from Clay, 0 to 5 minutes in. It seems like minute 6, minute 7 is when it starts to crescendo, and then Sandfer, once again, 8 minutes passed. He took control. Great ammo control, capital A, capital C, and lit the candle on a +4 finish. Thoughts on that one? And it seems like Sandfer's really getting into his groove here now that 11 and 12 are off the board for him.
Yeah, Sandfer really getting into his groove. Tough break for Clay, really. I couldn't really pinpoint any reason why he lost these two. Like, he'd played just as well as Sandfer. Sandfer just a little bit better. He's really got to find one here in this next one. and he's got the chance to pick the start. So we'll see how that goes for him. Sandfer just got to keep rolling, keep playing that great ammo control, and he will be cruising for a third win in a row.
All right, that's what it says short. Yoshi, anything to add, buddy? I think we all kind of summed it up pretty damn good.
Yeah, I guess Stanford doesn't have to answer this, but I was curious what were the cards left after that 6-bagger? Was it 6 or was it 5? It was 5. Yeah, because what were those last 2 cards? Because I thought it was going to be a plus. You had a +4 as one of your last ones, but you said you got off the +6, so
They were blue.
That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. We don't need to go into
that's
depth.
fine.
We don't got to go in depth.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. That's all I want.
If you look back through, you could probably have a good idea what they were.
I know. I just didn't know if it was a double play or just 2 numbers, but you don't have to say that.
Sanford just want to make sure you don't put a little extra pepperoni on those answers. All good. We're good. We're good. All right, let's go. Let's go to Yoshi for game 3, and then I'll give this call to. Let's give it to Yoshi. Let's do a double. Let's do a double Yoshi back right here for sure. Go for it, Yoshi.
Okay. So Clay, you did lose the first 2, but now it's your homestand, so this could be the turnaround you needed. You can pick any cards you want, 5 to 15 in that range at least. So how many for game 3?
7. Let's go back to basics.
The basics says Clay. We'll give it to Yoshi as we go to the OG.
I figured as much.
Let me change the call-up penalty real quick. Okay.
Oh.
Nah,
Wait, can you quit real quick?
no idea what you're talking about. Oh, wrong.
Uno quit.
Yeah.
Uno quit.
There you go.
There you go. Now join.
I don't know why it does that. That's all good.
All right. So
It's because Stanford changed it just for that game instead of
Well,
yeah, I gotcha.
because I changed it after. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it makes
after
sense.
you join. That's why it didn't change for this one.
Yeah. Any rules changed once the game has been created don't apply.
Now the global rules are updated. Let's go to Yoshi. Here we go.
all right, Clay and Sandford joining up. Clay looking to get one back, preventing a 3-0, which would be game point if it was a best of 7, but in a best of 9, he has a bit more leverage.
Nice save. Nice save.
All right. Well, no, I was gonna say that.
Okay.
No,
I like you said it just because you caught yourself saying.
No, that would have been really funny. All right, Clay. It's all yours to start. What is going to be the starting hand?
Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness!
Another +2.
That's the most popular ammo start. It is truly the red +2. It is the golden child of cards on the start. we welcome Caesar. That's the
Welcome in,
homie.
Caesar.
Caesar was going to pop into this game. He's not missing one of an all-time classic games. You know it's going to happen. It hasn't so far. Sanford up 2-0, but we got a long way to go. Clay's first home game. Sanford draws early. Interesting. Well, so much for that. Jailbreak from Clay. Let's see if Sanford executes here on this one. Should be able to. This is Charles Sanford we're talking about. Playing it clean there. Clay goes with a little bit of 3x2 action into the 6. Here comes Sanford looking to come back. Stay clean and cool. Nope, he goes into the red. Interesting. Draw! Draw from Clay again. Sanford now can do the thing here. Let's see. It's like getting a DM from Art. Real quick, Yoshi, take it over real quick. Let me answer this. Probably for the check-in.
Got it. Okay. We have a switch into blue after the drawing from Clay, and wow, he's going to continue. This is interesting. Did kind of a different strategy from Clay this time, or maybe it's just being truthful. It's hard to tell, but either way, I think Clay is going to have to figure out what to do because Stanford's just only getting closer to the end. There it is. We got a +2. You would think he draws, but he's better than that. He's going to double play to a blue 2.
Yeah, Clay. These two not gonna leave too many doors open. If any, they know better.
For sure.
They know much better.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that, guys. I had to take care of that. That was just for the 9 o'clock reminder. At the end of the day, these are two of the most accomplished players in this league in terms of composure, discipline. You're not expecting no door openers. You might get one on a reverse or something, but not on a +2. Red over from Clay.
Mhm.
Interestingly enough, that was the color he drew on, right? Yeah, when you guys took over, that was the color he drew on, correct? Let's see
Mhm.
what Sanford's got in response here. Power play. Remember, you can use it twice in this series. Is this for the win? We'll find out. Yellow wild. Clay's got to draw. Clay draws. Sanford, 1 power play left. Is this game?
Yeah.
That's it. Sanford,
Wow.
3-0. Heat check. Short. That's what it's about, man. Sometimes catching people while you're down. He's won games now over 5, 6, 7 minutes. This time under 2. He took away that advantage where Clay seemed to have a big advantage 0 to 5 minutes. Sanford sniffed it out. I like the power play there. It's a great mid-refresher with 1 in the back pocket for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Having 2 power plays adds a whole new layer of strategy because you can make that move earlier on, and you still have another one in your back pocket, like you said. But Clay went for the OG, and unfortunately didn't quite have it. And Sandfer, utilizing the power play, able to finish him off quite quickly.
Let's go to Clay. Clay, you've been in this position before, down, I believe, 3-1, 3-2. You've been down before. This is a little bit different. With power plays, this is 2. You know, you're not the best at it. You technically gave 1 to Sanford. He's down to 1, but it was an executed power play, which means he didn't waste it. It was useful for a W. What do you got to do to change it up here, man? You did a great job on the +2. Was it a case of you just weren't able to connect the red cards, and that was the ultimate difference? Because everything else, I'm looking back, you seem pretty consistent, sure.
Every time I cleared a color, I would draw back up and get that color that I just cleared. So I'd have to go back.
It's unfortunate. You just
Yeah.
kind of tripped over your 2 feet. That's going to happen sometimes in this game. Well, dead man's hand, I like to call it. Sanford, I got nothing for you, man. Great job. It was a real well-executed game. Obviously, you're drawing off the start. I mean, come on. It's Charles Sanford. You know he's going to have something in the locker. The only thing I would say, that power play, history says you really like to split it up, especially when you get 2 power plays. I think you did a great job right there. I got nothing to add, unless you got something to add.
Just really lucky on my end. First draw was the red 6.
Oh, wow.
So.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yep, that sums it up.
I think
and
we're
then
good.
the green 2 came off the +2. So.
Wow. Well, sometimes lady luck, the ladybug is landing on top of Sanford's head right now, Yoshi. It's just nothing you can do. It's funny, Sanford today earlier, kind of inside here, he was telling me he had a headache. I guess that ladybug landed on the head and cured him pretty quick. All right, let's go to game 4. Now this is big, Yoshi, because it's 3-0 now. What do you think Clay's got to do here? We're going to find out. I don't got any other questions, so let's go right into game 4. Let's do it.
Yeah. Well, Clay, this is game 4. This is game 4, and I don't know why. I don't know why I made that so awkward. My bad.
Oh, game 4.
Okay. Game 4. How many cards?
8.
You could still pick. Okay.
All right, I'm taking this one here. Getting pretty close to crunch time for Clay. Shorty's got to get a win. We'll find out right now. Can he claw the series back with 3? Unbelievable.
Another open door. 3 this series.
This league is full of open doors, and thank God Art is not seeing this, even though it's off the start. All right. Blue 2. Clay says, I'm closing that right away. Bot's trying to really force one. He's trying to force a door that we can't get through. It's like an elevator right now. It's out of maintenance. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, Sanford takes his time here looking at his cards. Interestingly enough, Sanford went 1 up this time, and now Clay went 1 up this time from 7 to 8. Sanford did it from the 11-12, so that's interesting. A little bit of mirror card starting there in a way, just a little bit lower tier package, mid-tier. Clay now, it's starting to feel the pressure short. It's different when you're down 3-0 in a best of 7. Now, in a best of 9, there's a little wiggle room, but not much more. You don't want to go down 4-0, especially against Sanford, one of the best at closing out stuff.
Yeah, we know what happens when he does.
So
I
far,
have no clue where you're going with that.
who,
No clue where you're going with that.
me or Yoshi?
Yoshi.
Oh yeah, because when someone's down 4-0. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, no, not that one.
Oh, you fell into that one, buddy. You walked into that one. You walked into that one. All right, then. Let's get back on track here as both players run the green. 0 sugar. Okay.
Down 1 2 times in a row.
It's Clay draws. This is the same verse again, short. Clay drawing early. Sandfer can run it. But he's going to draw back this time and get saved a little bit. You never know with Sandfer, though. He sometimes is content to just ride it clear. You know, he watches racing. And I know when Sandfer, he's going to do his little fuel mileage, right? Stay in the mid-pack, ease off that throttle, save a little fuel for the end of the run. Right, Sandfer? I'm messing around. Here comes Sandfer now. Yep. Oh, a little bit.
All right, here we go.
Push the throttle a little bit. Now he moves up a little bit. Clay continues to run that yellow. I think this is interesting, though, Yoshi, because we've always had one color about 4 or 5 minutes in get used. It's always that one color. This time it's red. Sometimes it's yellow. Sometimes it's green. It's been a variety. As I walked into that one.
It really is.
It's been a variety, but now Pandora's is open. There it is. Knew it was coming. Table check, 2 minutes in. Sandfer looking for 3. He's got it. 1 up this time. Clay looking forward here because he got a potential double to get to Uno or triple to finish. Nope, just 1 single. Sandfer looking to tie it right here. Can't. Clay looking for a potential double or just the Uno to get the check. Hasn't been checked at all, I don't think.
Nice.
What?
Oh,
He messed it up! And he's at
How?
Uno, and Sanford's going to do the thing. He's going to... Oh, man.
fuck. That is such bull.
You just missed 1 space.
That's a heartbreaker, Clay. And now Sanford's going to have a chance. Unbelievable.
Even with
Especially because
I have to say, y'all, playing in UUL, I have never seen this many mistyped commands in my life.
Hold on.
Watching Uno games.
Well, remember the difference.
Well, Sandfer, yeah.
The difference is Sandfer now knows the +4, and that's the thing. It's open. He's going to have to...
Yeah. Not much I'm going to be able to do about it, though.
Well, Clay can't finish the game unless he's got a triple right here, for sure. He's going to green.
Oh my god, did he get another +4?
Or he's just playing a different one off. He was playing that red off of it. He played the red card. He's going to play off that +4.
Oh,
so he
man.
went to green instead.
I was gonna say, what? You almost missed it again.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Well,
Sorry. You should be
Okay.
saying sorry to yourself.
Oh, boy. Well, we're going to find...
I was still stewing about that command. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good. Let's see what Sanford's going to do. He just
Ooh.
draws. It's a game.
It's fine. It's okay.
All
my
right, we're
God.
good.
It should have been over before. So it's okay.
Clay, that was...
A mess. It
Yeah,
was a mess. Let's just move on.
Okay. Okay.
Fair enough.
Sure, I guess we're not going to ask questions on that. They've shut me out, man. They shut me out. Damn it.
All right, Yoshi, game 5.
Yeah, for real. I think we're just going to go into game 5 because we're not talking about that. It's kind of like that... cut it out. Shout out
Oh, you
Jerry.
got to win. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we're not asking that. Sanford, unless you got anything to add, buddy.
I mean, no. Not that I want to share. No.
Okay. All right. We'll go to game 5. We'll go to
I
game
didn't
5.
deserve that one.
No, that was lucky. You got lucky.
I mean, the bot was definitely feeling sympathy for you a little bit.
That was the only power card I had like that whole time too.
Oh man, that's rough. That's
Uh,
not a reminder
I mean,
to single out, folks.
I'll one up you. I had none in the entire game.
Dude, that I feel you. I feel you.
I had none. All numbers the entire game.
Almost
I bet
won
you
it.
the next card. I bet you the
That's
next
what
card is
happens
gonna
in
be a power
the
card.
near OG start.
Oh my god.
Notice I said near, not OG.
Well, now that we got through the chaos, we go to game 5. Yoshi will take the call, and I will give this one to Eli.
Okay. Sandfer, back to you. You can't do 11, 12, or 7, so how many for game 5?
Well, since the OG is out, we might as well just do the OG send, so 13.
OG send.
Eli did not
we're
expect
gonna
to
go
be called for the game. I don't know if he can do it.
No.
I'll take it.
just
I'll
Sense
use
the
that
opposite.
enough.
Yeah. Sense the opposite. I've always forget.
I shouldn't even went to Eli. That's my fault because he's got a game in an hour. I'll take this one. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. You're good. I'll take this one, boys. Game 5. Sandfer going to go up here, potentially 4-1, and maybe an icer because he's got that power play. Clay still has 2 in the back pocket. Something normal. I like it.
Only the second
like it too,
time
yeah.
we've started on a closed door.
Right?
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that because Eli's got a game in literally an hour here. All right, here we go.
Well, since you're starting us here, you can do the plug.
Another one. Here we go. All right, that's www.drinkforenergy.com. Blueberry Blast, 4 for $12.99. Clay draws.
Wow.
Wow.
13. Oh, wow.
OG
Yeah.
full. Wow. OG full, drawn early. Sandfer, you gotta think you're short. Just gonna play this really nice and cool. Yep.
Yeah, especially with Clay drawn early, you have all the control here.
It could be a strategy play, but Sandfer is gonna play this nice and cool. Open up that umbrella. Maybe get a little suntan lotion. We'll see. He's on the beach right now. He's on the beach building a little bit, building a sandcastle. Clay now taking a little bit of time here. There's the jailbreak. And this could have been. We'll see. Never know with Clay. He could be hiding something. He could be hiding a little pace. But this should jailbreak both characters here. Sandfer taking his time now. It's a good time to, okay. Possibly check the table.
Good time to check the table.
Walked into that one. All right. I was thinking that too. I was thinking someone's going to check it right here. Just had a feeling. Draws, got to check it. Good move.
He just keeps getting the rug pulled out from under him all night. All right.
Yeah.
It did. I'm just, sometimes I just can't anticipate the game and had that foresight. For sure. Nothing wrong with that. I swear I'm not playing.
KT Stradamus.
Ooh, okay.
Trips already to yell. Now this is interesting, Yoshi. We talked about it. First 2 minutes of the series. Okay, we'll use 3 colors, but it doesn't get to the 4th color until about minute 4 or 5. Let's see if that trend continues as 1 up from Clay this time.
Yeah, typical strategy from veteran players. I think it's definitely fair. You gotta figure out what color you want to finish on. Well, here we go with the 4th color.
There it is, about 3 minutes this time, so that's a little bit less. Now everything's open. Pandora's is open. Here we go. Here comes Sandfer. Remember, he has the advantage because Clay drew off the start a little bit. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Back to green. Sandfer switched off the green yellow. This has to be an early test from Clay. Let's see if he gets him drawn, or does Sandfer come prepared to the gunfight? Sandfer typing it up here. He does. Looking for a double. He's got it. Looking for the triple. Looking for the quad now.
My.
Here comes Sandfer with the run into the quint. Looking for the quint now. Sandfer, he's really good. He's done it again. Remember the 5-bagger earlier in game 2. What did it do?
Quickly with the +2.
Good move. You got to close it out. That you can't risk a 4-1 here. This is crazy, though. Clay is going ascended. This is a wrist short. I don't know about this one. I don't know about that one.
Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't mind him dropping 1 on him, but that
12?
much just because he was Uno, I don't know.
That is interesting from Clay. basically 12 freshies on a trip? No, excuse me, a quad. Excuse me.
The quad.
Trip +2, quad play overall. Sandfer with 13s, back to the OG start. This is a bold call if I've ever seen one.
Back to the beginning of the game.
Back to the beginning.
Oh boy, Clay, a little bit of a renaissance right there with the singing. Sandfer goes super max to the green 9. Here comes Clay. Let's see if he can attack that. Into the red. Okay. Sandfer now has a code though. He's got the code. Got the insight. You got to think. Yep. Had a feeling.
My goodness.
Trips was coming. You had to expect that. Clay came prepared, but you knew Trips was coming for sure. Sandfer's one of the best at trip plays.
Absolutely.
So far, it's been Clay with that. What's that? Apologize.
Nothing.
You're good. So far, it's been Clay with that bold call that's really highlighted this game. Number 5. Let's see if Sandfer's got anything in reserve. Nope, just going to play it cool. Clay looking for Trace. Sandfer, down touchdown right now. He does have the trace. Sandfer now, see if he can attack anything on the yellow, or does he switch it up? Sandfer now thinking on this one, right? Take your time here. This is probably one of those think-stop situations. Think about it. Stop for a second, then think again, and execute.
Think, stop, think.
Think, stop, think, baby. That's what it's all about. You stop and think, you've lost the game. You think and stop, you're on the right track. That's it. We're going to give Yoshi a little bit of a break here, as he will give a 24-hour reminder to Ashley and Monkey. Thank you, Yoshi. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, we go into the red now.
Red by Clay.
Cross-threading back to red. Sandfer. This is interesting now. He's got the yellow option. He's got the green option. Let's see what he does. This is another think stop. He's starting into this think stop as we have just crescendoed into that 6-minute territory. This is the last minute before Sandfer starts controlling, for sure. Let's get 7+. Goes into that clean green. There's the draw. Smart play. Smart play.
Icing him out.
Now
Again.
the question is this going to be the famous? Is it the famous, or does Sandfer roll with it?
It's not the famous.
Nah, I was going to say.
Yeah. Oh, okay. +2. Just a double play.
Like it. Ammo control, capital A, capital C. That's Sandfer's MO. Clay was risking that +12. So far, he's gotten away with it. But he can't get away with that draw. This is big. Sandfer now looking for the lead. This is a big turning point. This is a big turning point. Short. This has been the same story. Once we get past that 7 minutes, Sandfer takes over looking for the double. Triple. Quad. Does he have the quad potentially in store? No, in Sandfer. Just a triple. Okay.
With the 8s, too.
Interesting. Could have easily just switched over, right? He could have easily switched over.
What's the fun in that?
You got to gamble a little bit, right? Okay, you're not too far from Vegas. Sandfer and Clay, really good match here. I think we're almost at 6. Okay, Clay goes into +2.
Ooh.
A little bit of a 1-2. 1-2 of his own. The sound effects.
It's 4-5 now.
Oh, this is interesting. Sandfer can tie it up right here. So far, Clay, man, this is crazy short. 4+2s used from Clay. Remember the 3, and now this one in the last 3 minutes here. A lot of +2s in his favor for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely not paying the price for dropping all those yet on Sandfer earlier, but
Both running the reds now.
still a way to go.
Sandfer looking for it. Let's see what he's got. Typing up here, typing. Taking his time now. Little think stop action. Little hesitation. Does he go for the step back right here? Step back 3? Nope, just an easy red 8. A triple bagger Clay looking. 50% off special. Let's see what we get from Sandfer now. Sandfer looking here. Playing it cool. Clay looking here potentially. Draws. Sandfer now. On the prowl. Has he got it? Content to draw. They run it dry. Great series so far, Yoshi. Good sequence. Both players got out of a little bit of a weather of a storm right there. Sandfer was, as he goes for a little bit of a wink play, but Sandfer was down to 13. Never mind. We're back right into the green now. We flip it up. Sandfer can't cook. Can Clay cook here on this green?
We'll see. He might need this.
He might need this, says Yoshi. Is this a heat check from Yoshi to get the win? No. Ooh.
Another cross.
That's an interesting one. That is an interesting one.
We'll see. It could work, but Sandfer might have saved some stuff up. Well, we only have 3 cards.
And it's close.
Here comes Sandfer for the Uno. Looking for it.
He might have it.
No, he's just at Uno. He puts Clay in an interesting position. Does Clay have a finisher, or is it just double Uno? Is it the standoff? It is the double Uno to finish it.
There you go.
No double Uno needed. The double to finish. Clay gets one back. Now he's made it the series for sure. And this will go back to, I believe, was it Game 6? So that should go back to Clay again, right? Yeah. No, Sandfer.
Yep.
No, it's Sandfer.
Sandfer.
Was that your last card, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, you just got beat to the run. Can't even do anything about that. Try to put him in check.
So far, it's been very luck of the draw more than anything else for both.
I mean,
of
it's
us.
either play the skip into the Uno or save the skip for the double at the end, so.
Yeah.
Either way, I was going to be one turn away.
I noticed that we never played blue after the first few cards.
Yeah.
So that meant both of us just had blue left.
I think at this point, though, Short, that's not a bad loss. Even though Sandfer, you could have think he could have did a power play. He's not one to use power play unless this is a series finisher, especially with one in the tank. I think it's a good move to save that. You're still up 3-2. The momentum shifts a little bit towards Clay, but he thinks Sandfer's done a good job weathering the storm. And for Clay, I think that's what you got to do sometimes. Even though we did question in the moment 12 extra cards. It almost didn't work, but that's what you got to do against Sandfer. You got to throw a different look. I got to respect that because if you don't take shots, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Give me your reaction to that one, Short. Players kind of said what they said, for sure.
Yeah, Clay. I mean, we can question throwing all the ammo at Sandfer, but obviously he's good at controlling and not overreacting to getting all that ammo thrown at him. Some players would just dump it all back at him, but yeah, I mean, Clay weathered the storm. He made it a series. Great work. Definitely didn't pay for all those 12 cards being thrown at him, being thrown at Sandfer. And yeah, he's just got to keep rolling. Sandfer's still 2 wins away. Definitely doesn't need to use the power play yet. Definitely not to that point at the moment. Let's go game 6.
Let's go game 6. Yoshi, any thoughts here? Now the series is a little bit tit for turn. Game 6, in a lot of situations, all tournament, it starts to get real. We still have potentially a max 4 games to go. We still got a long way to go, even though we've basically reached the halfway point. Long way to go. Thoughts on this game 6, especially with the card starts becoming a little bit less and less as we continue to move up?
Yeah, Clay definitely. Yeah, when I said he needed this, as in he needed this win, I feel, because going down 4-1 while with Sandfer still having one power play is a situation you do not want to be in. As yeah, because it's just one power play and finishes it off. So this win was definitely definitely necessary. I could see why at first I was thinking that maybe Sandfer using the power play was better, but after realizing, giving it some thought, it's a pretty methodical strategy, so I'll give it up for that. I think this could determine a lot, considering Clay with this win will tie it up, but if Sandfer gets it, he could still have he could either use his power play or save it to finish the game, to finish the series with getting that 5th win. This game could turn the tides either way, really. But given that Clay's starting to gain momentum, it could turn the tides of that. Or with Sandfer winning early on, Clay's going to get a momentum of turning the tides against him and tying it up. So this is going to be a pivotal game, and Sanfer's going to get the call, I believe.
Correct. Sanfer's been the high tide man all night. Clay had some low tides early, but now he's starting to get close to that high tide. The high tides and low tides run in 12-hour cycles, 24-hour cycles, but 12 hours for high, 12 hours for low. Let's say the high tide's at 9:07 right now. Let's see when the next low tide will be. We'll see. 9:07 maybe tomorrow. We'll find out. Let's go quickly to Yoshi, though. We don't need that fisherman and crabbing talk. Let's get to it. Yoshi, game 6. Let's go for it.
All right, game 6, Sandfer. You can't pick 11, 12, or 7. How many?
There's some thought about 14 or even the fans' choice, but we'll have it be low tide. 6, and then I'll use the bathroom real quick.
The special. All right, we're going to use the bathroom set. We'll give the call to Short. Good move here once he gets back. Well, let's quickly go to the fans as we fill some dead air here. Just a reminder to the fans at home, this has been an exceptional series. But if you wanted just joining us late, or maybe you had to catch a little bit of dinner, run and go. Diego Yepes, Jesse Turner, 7 o'clock tomorrow, and then it's going to be Charles Sandfer versus Clay Wolf, as we are speaking right now, in a 3-2 heat battle. Sandfer up 3, Clay 2. He started to turn the tides a little bit to higher. And you know what, we'll throw the schedule. It's not really anything special, but we'll throw the schedule out there for the fans while Sandfer takes a little bit of a bathroom break as we open up the floor here. Boom, into the fade. Eli Retro is coming up next, and to talk about that game real quick to preview it. For Eli, it's been a game of many people believe easy paths. In terms of players, sure, you can make that case, but in my opinion, with this man, he's going through a lot. It's all about the mentality. Will he stay locked in will be the biggest question. For Retro, house money tonight. Let's see what he can do, especially when he had that already a forfeit win. He's been playing with the house's money for sure. We go into the game, right?
Counting Retro out because he's played one less series. He can definitely keep proving those doubters wrong by moving on as we get this game underway. Game 6.
With the
And we
6-card
wait to
start.
Green 4 and another closed door.
Good, that's
Thank
good.
goodness.
That's good. Thank goodness. I think we've had a couple 4s tonight. So the 4s have been popular, and so have the door openers. That's weird. All right. Now both players are in a little bit different situation. 3-2, the series is crescendoing, but this is a sprint, right? This is a sprint style. It can either be a sprint or a marathon. Let's see what happens here. Sandfer looking for 5 right off the bat. Does he go to 4 maybe with a double? Just a single. Sandfer right now really good about playing it cool on these 6 cards. He's really hard to beat on these card starts. One of the best. Adam Vapor, I think, is another one. There's not many other people that do 6 short. It's a bold call for sure. Here comes Sandfer. I'm going to really quickly go to Yoshi. Yoshi, 6 card starts. You've seen as he draws here early. Sometimes it can be luck of the draw, but sometimes it can be skill if it draws out enough. Where do you think this one goes? Which quick prediction? Is sway out here long or short? What are you thinking?
If it's short, it might be in favor of Clay, but I think it's gonna eventually go into a draw fest.
Draw fest says Clay, and here comes Sandfer with a triple. This isn't no draw fest. Looking for the trips. What?
Ooh.
Spicy. We said we would get one of those. We did say we could average 1 or 2 on a skip or reverse. This is unheard of. No,
Oh, they don't have it.
Well, on a 6 card start, you would expect that, though, to be fair. This isn't a 15 carder for sure.
You get every leg up you possibly can because it could be gone in an instant.
Momentum can change at any point. We've seen series decided by XYZ player, XYZ mistake. We saw that in round 1, too. All it took was one little mistake, and the series is over. And sometimes it took one little error, and it could favor it back into someone's favor, right? You never know in these series, especially once you get into best of 9 territory as we enter draw fiesta at this point.
Yeah, best of 9, you definitely have more room for error, for sure.
Right now, it's draw fiesta. Yoshi, you want to say something?
Yeah, it turns out that I was right, but it's a draw fest that we weren't expecting.
Expect the unexpected here at MRE UNO as we go into a little bit a wink concept from Sandfer. See if Clay bites on that. Nope, just a table check. That's going to reset. He draws back continually. Here comes Sandfer looking for potentially another yellow, or does he switch it over for 7? OG. Well, Sandfer would appreciate this bowling reference. It's 7-10 split time right now. One up this time from Clay. Clay. Yeah, Clay. What the hell am I saying?
Yeah.
About to say Clint.
You're the right person.
Sometimes I talk very fast. It's hard to keep up the auctioneer style, but we're going to keep leveling it down right now. 2 down from Clay. Sandfer, this is an interesting point right here in short. Sandfer usually, in this situation, would like to use that Pandora's box. We're still waiting for that blue. I just noticed that. That's big. Let's find out when we use it. We're 3 minutes in. It's been about 4 or 5 average.
With a bunch of different numbers being used as well. No same numbers yet.
No dittos.
No dittos. Pandora's, we're still waiting. Here comes Sandfer. Am I about to walk into it? No, thank God. Looking for a triple. Okay, he's going to send Clay back with 6 freshies. Deja vu, it seems like. We saw the 16-2, now it's 13-2. Deja vu all over again. Yeah, you got to expect that. You got to expect that. There's no doubt about that one. Clay going to cover his horse right there, take the triple play, and live to fight another day. There you go. Good move there from Clay. Got to cover that. But once again, this should mean an open opportunity to see that blue, which is big. With that one color suffocation off it, both players know it could be a race to blue. Sandfer says, okay, I'll take that +4 and try to race it nice and methodically. Clay playing a little quicker now. You're going to see if Sandfer can slow the pace down with good pace management. Sandfer now taking his time. Think stop. Scroll up. Think stop. Table check. That's what's going through the mind of Charles Sandfer right now. Into the clink green. We saw that earlier. Clay switched off that Clint Green from the +4, but you got to think that was just a defense strategy. Self-defense. Little karate play right there. Sandfer goes into a draw. Interesting.
Checks the table. This could be a draw as well.
Could be. Could be a little bit of just one to time the ammo. Never know. Switching to red. Okay. Still no blue. We're still drying the ice cold. Dry ice, if I might add. 2-7, not the best hand in poker. It's looking nice in Uno, though. Here comes Clay, +2.
Funny that it comes up after you'd asked the question, too, in the presser.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes that's how it works. Uno gods are watching. Anyway, back to the score check. This is going to mean Sandfer draws here, and Clay has the lead. If he can execute this with the potential triple to get the 2. Let's see if he can put Sandfer. No, there it is.
Here we go.
This is now where it gets real. We were waiting for that blue. The dry ice is gone. It's going to melt away. Let's see what happens. It's melting away. Here comes Sandfer. What is double play expected? This is what he was saving up for. Looking for the trips. Oh, he gets out of that blue quickly. That's big. That's huge. Quad, and that's big. Short out of the blue. Clay can only use one of that. And he draws. That's huge.
That is a big play. Great work by Sandfer once again.
Sandfer, once again, the veteran, short explains that one. I think this could be 2 options. Do you draw here? Potentially run it back?
I don't want that tie.
He doesn't want it. He wants to finish it. He wants the finisher in Game 6 to go to that 4-2. Looking for the double here, and this should be able to. Yeah, this should be able for Clay's guy draw. Clay draws. Sandfer is out of PP. This will be Game 6. Wow. Sandfer, that was one of your more impressive wins, because I want to say this. It's very hard to win a game, let alone any game, that goes past 5 minutes, and you only use blue. Your opponent used blue one time. That was probably one of the best reads I've seen you play a long time. Talk to me what went through the process on the reads. And now without a power play, you got to win one organically. Never mind.
Okay, so
sorry about that.
I'm going to be honest. That was the most insane 6-card start I've had, because this was the starting hand.
Oh, come on.
Gosh. Clay, you could not do much about that, man.
There was nothing I could have done.
The problem is I messed up, and I started to play the run. I'm like, oh wait, I don't have the run to finish, so let me just draw here.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a mess up, but he got away with it. Clay got it with it's fair game, sure. Clay got
lucky that he didn't have yellow, yeah.
But earlier, Clay messed up that +4, didn't cost him. Sandfer messes up a little bit, admittedly, doesn't cost him. These guys, sometimes when you play such good Uno, the gods are going to say, you know what, you deserve a break. And they both have caught breaks. It's been equal in terms of the breaks, but in this case, Sandfer with that mega hand, you give him 2 reverses, 2 skips, and a +2 kicker. That's hard to stop. Anyone.
There's a point there where I had 6 cards and every card was action card.
Yeah, that's OP right there. I don't think you can do much about that one, Yoshi. Let's go.
There wasn't.
But I'm not even going to ask you a question now that we have the hand given there. That is just unfortunate, buddy. But I will ask Clay one quick question. If there's any saving grace, you have now forced Sandfer out of power play. I know you have admitted in the past, power play is not your forte. How do you execute now knowing that you can take your time on every single play if you want, which is huge?
I can breathe.
That's it. It's been lightning pace, Yoshi. Let's go to Yoshi real quick. Sandfer out of power play, but he's 1 win away. Clay 2 power plays, but theoretically, if he uses both, could only get him to a 4-4. This is an interesting conundrum. What do you got to do here if you're Clay? Obviously, card starts are going to be in your favor for the next 2 if we get there. But if you got this next one, Game 7, this is a big one. Thoughts on this one, Yoshi, and what Clay's got to do to force a Game 8?
Yeah, I think saving the power plays sometimes it can be risky because you sometimes you think about saving them up to when you start getting close to to winning, when you start catching up. But if you never get that catch up, you just never use them. This is a case where Clay was able to keep it composed and everything. Got some wins that he needed. Even if he isn't up, he still has a chance. He could bring it to Game 9 with 2 good power play usages. So it's gonna where that game 9 would just be an all-out, no power play, just feel it out. So I think he's in a good spot. He just needs to execute, and I think he could do that. It's just when he uses the power play. I think he definitely should use one in the next. I don't know. When you use it is really dependent on this current situation. I don't think you need to use one this game if you don't think you need to. But you got to keep that in the back of your mind, considering you have 2 still on the table. Maybe just use one now. But if you think you're confident enough, then don't. I think just feel out the game. That's all I can say.
Or this is a psychological factor, though. We haven't talked about that. I've really intentionally saved this topic for a reason, because we want to give it to the best players. When you're a top player and you see a hand like that, that's going to mentally screw you up a little bit. For about 30 seconds, it screws with you. And what is the difference between last year and this year? Well, there's something called defensive power play. And something called Charles Sandfer can finish a game at any point. Even though Clay can take his time on his offense, if Clay sees a +4, +2, +2, +2, you got to think defensive power play is coming along there, because you don't want to risk it to Uno. Your thoughts?
I was about to call it.
Oh, really?
And then he called it.
Wow. That's a read right there. If
Well,
I've ever
you
seen
heard
one.
Sandfer say, I don't want that tie. He did not want this going to a best of 3 moving forward into Game 7. Now he's got the advantage, and it was a great use of the power play. And we just touched on the fact that Clay is not. The power play is not his forte. Well, he's got to get uncomfortable if he wants to get back in this series, try and come back win. There's no room for error now. It's all gone.
Got to go 3-0 here for Clay to get the 5-4. Let's give it to Yoshi for the call. Game 7. I'll take Game 7 because it's Game 7. You got to give it to KT on a 7 for sure.
Indeed. Now, Clay, it's on your bets back to you. You have you can't do 8 and you can't do 13. So for Game 7, how many cards?
I think 7 would be very fitting.
Game 7, OG 7. Let's get to it.
Because this worked so well for him the first time.
Ooh, we'll heat check from Sam. Okay, Sandfer with a little bit of a heat check. Clay joins up. Let's see if Sandfer can finish it, or has Clay got a game 8 in him. Let's see. Something fresh, something normal. I like it. Blue 3 off the start. That's what we want to see. Clay looking to attack right here. Not wasting time. Remember, can take his time. Every single offensive possession. Blue 1 says Clay. Let's see what Sandfer says. 2 down this time from the OG starter. He's going to draw. Okay. Oh, they're both drawn.
Oh.
This is good. This is good. Believe it or not, if you're Clay, you can accept this because both are drawn and you have the 1 card lead because you played that blue 1. That's a win for Clay early to start, for sure, Short. Now, I thought Short was going to say something. My fault.
I was deafened. I was listening back to my mic, make sure it wasn't messed up.
Oh, you're good. You're good. We'll get back to you there. And there's a switch, but it's a perfect time to get into it now. Switch from Sandfer. Should be a jailbreak. Clay looking to break those chains and get out of that shackle. Gets out of it.
And he does.
Now, Sandfer, he was the guy that gave him the jailbreak. Let's see if he slips a 20 in the warden's pocket. Goes into the green.
But that counts as 20?
Yeah, because green's money, so I walked into that one.
If we see a 0 here, it could only be another 20.
5-2. Clay's looking to avoid that 5-2 combo right now. Sandfer goes to 3. Clay needs that 3 to get to 4-3. Into the red. We go back. A little 2-color now. Christmas edition in March. Sandfer checks the table. A little bit of a think stop right here. Think about it. Stop. Think. Here we go. Red skip looking for a double right here. Triple from Sandfer. Looking for it. Looking for the quad. Does he go for the rainbow of skips? No, but incredibly gets back to 3. This is big. This is big right here. Clay now on the ropes. 3-6. This is big. Draws. Sandfer for dose. Remember, no power play on the table for Sandfer. Sandfer looking for Uno. Does he have it? He's got him in check. Clay's got to have something right here. Now with 9 cards, you got to think it's coming, Yoshi. There's got to be something here.
It's hard to say. I mean, all he can do is play. He can't power play. It's all on
And no power play,
what
no.
the hand has given him.
It's got to be a +4 or something sniffing right here, or a +2. Or otherwise, this is Charles Sandfer in a 5-2. What will Clay do?
Sandfer.
What was that?
Sandfer.
What?
Good luck next round.
That's it. Charles Sandfer, 5-2, incredibly gets it done. There's no need to delay this. Well, maybe we might actually still will delay it, but congratulations to Charles Sandfer. Pretty anticlimactic to end there. Let's go to Sandfer, man.
I didn't think that was going to be in 7.
Once again, man.
I got 0 power cards that entire time, and every time I drew the card, I was the color I just finished again.
Sandfer, incredible.
Let's see Gamble with the 7 card start, man.
Hey, yeah, it's all good, you know?
Let's go to Sandfer. Sandfer, great win, but once again, man, I thought you were going to do the rainbows and skips. I really thought that was coming.
I didn't have a yellow skip.
Nah, in my head, I'm like, I would not be surprised in a Game 7 Sandfer would do it. Real quick, Sandfer, though, you controlled this series. You won games, I believe, similar in, 9, 10 minutes. I think you won a game in 9. You've won games when it was 1 or 2 minutes. You did a great job. I think the difference in this series, I'm going to look back, those 2 power play uses, man. Your opponent doesn't even get a chance to do anything with those power plays. Was that a big difference tonight, knowing you control not only the game, but that intangible element, as Eli talks about with the cards and all that power play? That's why we said you're one of the best, if not the best in the league, knowing when to use it and pull it, for sure.
I think it came down to using an opponent's seeming weakness again early on against them, so kind of like a courtesy of just having that higher seed and having home field.
Home field, and we'll go to Clay. Clay, a good run, man. 2-1 to start the year. I think you'll take that, considering you've been 0-1 a multitude of times in the past. You've definitely improved as a player in terms of just playing the game on an organic level. Do you think power play study is going to be one of your key weaknesses you got to work on? And more importantly, what do you got in terms of just maybe it was a card luck type of game and you couldn't best them?
So, I'm not going to lie. Every time I won, those were the only shots I had at winning. So I don't think power play would have affected me too much, except if I used it defensively.
Right.
But there wasn't really a lot of time to do that either.
I gave you a little bit of chances,
You
considering how quick I could have played.
You gave me one in Game 7, but there was literally nothing I could have done, so it wouldn't have mattered.
I'm just meaning like how I was playing those. I definitely gave you a chance to be able to.
He's saying what good
At
would
least
it
to
have
use the
done?
defensive power play.
Like he said, he only had numbers, so what good would it have done? It was
Yeah,
just
I literally
prolong the inevitable in that
I
point.
couldn't have done anything. I think
Like, I thought he could have on that before he dropped that wild on you, but I mean, like you said, you had nothing, so like, what's the point?
the only thing I had was a blue +2 that I drew after we left blue.
Oof.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Let's quickly go around the room here. I know, like I said, we have to get to the next game. We got to start prepping. But even though it is G-Man on next passing the baton, I do have to check the scoreboards and want to update stuff. Let's go quickly to short. Short. It was just a game where Sandfer just seemed to be in control. He was the driver, Clay was the passenger tonight. Is that how you saw it? Pretty much. I really don't have much to add for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think there was much Clay could have done.
No.
Definitely not in that Game 7 for sure. He respectively got a couple wins. He proved that he's not a pushover. I mean, definitely found a way to win, and they're all the games are really winnable for the most part, apart from maybe this last one based on the hand he was talking about. But Sandfer proved that in what has been a highly touted match, he's the big dog in this one, and he moves on. And he now waits for either the champ or DJ to meet him in the Elite Eight.
JT, you mean, right?
JT, sorry.
Yeah, DJ. Okay, that's all good. That's all right.
DJ, I'm backwards.
Yeah, there's a lot of two names. I understand, 2-letter names.
Two letter names. Excuse my Yeah.
Even though that's not too. To the fans at home, first off,
Whatever.
Those two-letter names are real names. We just like nicknames in this league. It happens.
I'm tired. Shut up.
I'm just yanking your chain, my man. You guys yanked my chain in the Among Us. Come on, that's fair play. You know it. Let's go to Yoshi. I'm sorry about that. Yoshi, interesting series. I mean, you've seen Sandfer. It's almost verbatim. He's played over 100 career games. This was just a masterclass and shows why he's one of the best. Not only at power play usage, but controlling the pace for sure.
Yeah. I think he knows. He's pretty good at knowing when to use ammo, even if it seems risky from the spectator side. I don't have much to say. Like, I think they both played how we expected. You know, if more hands turned out well for Clay, this could have gone to 9. But I think given what they were both dealt, I think this is an understandable outcome. Clay could definitely move on from this knowing that he lost to one of the best, considering this guy went to Super League and also is still in, while a lot of Super League players have gotten out early in this tournament. So just by that alone, I feel like he should be considered as one of the best right now. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of opportunity for Clay to, I mean, not even like improve. I mean, he can learn and improve, but I mean, I think he's got the fundamentals. He can only hold his head high from this point. As Sandfer will move on to the Champion Road finale, which is going to be interesting, whether it be Turner or Yepes. Yepes for the rematch, potentially for revenge.
I mean, both of those are rematches for me.
Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah,
both are, yep.
I don't even.
I played Turner in a regional final last year.
Oh, I don't even remember.
I played in the tournament final.
Never forget that regional final where Sandfer won. Jesse Turner fell short a little bit there. We'll see if that history repeats, or it will be the most anticipated matchup as we quickly go over to the pod. A lot of people have said Sandfer, Yepes. That's what everyone wants. Obviously, we can't update it, but we'll get that updated. But Charles Sandfer proved why he was elite tonight. He's going to the Elite Eight. Will he get Yepes? Will he get Turner? We're going to find out tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Real quick, as we go back into the schedule real quick. I'm just going to fade over. There we go. 1 sec. I got up. Yep, there we go. Like I said, still figuring out studio mode sometimes. A little bit different. There it is. Charles Sandfer. Obviously, the graphic will be updated. 5-2 win, 7. But not the 7 everyone wants. It was the 5-2 instead of the 4-3. And for Eli and Retro, that game will be delayed to 10:15 as we have to turn things around. Friday is going to be an interesting day when we turn things around because we got a quad header, and we also have 2 on deck for tomorrow, Thursday night specials. We have Turner, Yepes, Ashley, Monkey, and then the quad header beginning at 1 p.m., starting with myself and DJ. But for myself, as we go quickly back to the scene, as both players, I was just about to say, put their quotes in. We'll get to those quotes. Congratulations, great sportsmanship. For myself as the host, Eli, Nam, thank you guys for coming out tonight. Appreciate you guys, Caesar, as well as the gallery. For short, as my co-commentator, Yoshi as the acting referee. We once again congratulate both players, our chefs in the kitchen. Oh, Monkey too. Monkey joined. Shout out to Monkey as well. Shout out to both those guys. And for Clay and Sandfer, the chefs in the kitchen, it was Charles Sandfer, the master chef tonight, dicing it up, getting a couple power play victories to give him that best of Clay and the best of the Elite Eight, because we're going to see him next round. It should be an interesting one. Join us at 10:15 tonight for G-Man taking over. I'm going to pass the baton over to him for Eli Retro. For KT, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6:45 coverage beginning, 7 o'clock on the stream. Whereas that aforementioned game, Mr. Yepes, Mr. Turner, the world champ versus JT, the winner against Charles Sandfer, and we'll set the champion road 24 hours from now. Peace.